I know it's overwhelming, and you have to go through that. It's almost like a little bit like a mourning process. You know, like for me, I realized that my government, my country has become hijacked by hardcore killer criminals. And that everything that I was led to believe almost was a lie. And that was devastating. But it's a process that you have to go through. You have to just kind of take several deep breaths, and you just have to accept it. You know, you have to face it. The truth is so much more powerful than a lie that it has actually invigorated me. You know, it's because I always felt like I had this weight on my shoulders, and I didn't know where it came from, and I knew something was off and things were wrong, and I couldn't pinpoint it. But when I awakened and saw what was really happening, it's the most liberating thing that I've ever felt in my life. Is it scary? Yeah, it's scary, but you can't let fear dominate you. I mean, the best thing to beat fear is to face your fears, you know, and the truth is far more powerful. I mean, now what to do, you know, you have to learn what we're up against. You know, if you're the kind of person that's willing to take it on and to fight it, then you have to, what I do is I look to the writings of the founders for support, you know, for inspiration, and that's my way of getting some kind of peace about it. Also knowing that at some point this was really out of our hands, you know, but I do know that if we don't do anything, they win. That's for sure. And if we can collectively act and like get critical mass going, we can make a difference. We can at least slow the agenda down. I think, you know, to have true freedom, you have to be vigilant forever. You have to teach your kids to be vigilant, because there's always going to be people out there, control freaks and power mad people that want to take control. So it's about education, man. I mean, that's the thing to do. Exposing the system for what it is, being educated about history and how all of this stuff has come together and how it has happened, and the fact that if we did act in critical mass, we could collapse them so quick, it's not even funny. If we could, obviously that seems a little far-fetched because of the amount of people that it would take to do that, and how many people are willing to give up their, you know, their perceived freedom to fight a system that's completely out of control. You know, that's where we get into this fact that people need to be educated about it and they need to accept it. If critical mass gets reached, I mean, if everybody said, you know what, we're not paying our taxes, they don't have enough prisons to put us all away. But this is the kind of thing that it takes, is like people that are willing to sacrifice for the future of their kids and their grandkids and humanity in general. So, you know, it's got to be, we won't buy your gas, we won't buy your food, we won't buy your drugs, you know, from the drug companies, you know, like the whole thing. If we had half of the population just stop, they would crumble, you know, because they rely on deception, they rely on us needing this system that they've created. And I'm not saying that everything is bad. I just think that what we have to break the monopolies. We have to break the power of the control freaks, and that's only done through awareness. I mean, you know, people have to get to the what do you do about it. The first step is spreading the word. Knowledge is power. You spread the word, you get people to learn about what's happening right under their noses, and then you say, look, you know, you got to become an activist. We all have to get off the couch and get involved and do things we never thought we would have to do before. We have to get the scumbag politicians out of office and put regular people into power, and then set term limits so that those people can't be corrupted after staying in office for 20 or 30 years, like a lot of congressmen in our government in the States are, you know, they're lifelong politicians. The founding fathers had no intention of that whatsoever. You go, you serve your country, you do a term, you come back, somebody else from the community goes, you know, so that this exact thing wouldn't take a foothold. So it's time for regular people around the world to start getting involved in things that they never thought they would have to do before. You know, you want solutions, look in the mirror. You know, you are the world that you want it to be. Or you are what you want the world to be. And you want to make a difference, you got to get involved.